And then if that still doesn't work, then what I'm going to have to do is basically, well, I'll run the lariat through the noseband, through the rings here, and down through the hole.
Over the nose?
Basically, yes. All right. And the reason that I do that is because it's not as invasive as a chain is.
Yeah.
But it still has that
pressure
that I need to say, no longer can you run away from me. That this pressure immediately comes away as soon as I let go of you.
I tried saying that, but it didn't work.
I'm sure. And that's my last resort.
Yeah.
You know, that's not what I start at.
Well, we kind of are at the last resort point with him. He's a fantastic horse, and you're the behaviorist, so I would like to see that fixed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No problem. All right, so what we're gonna do again, I'm gonna get on the rail. I'm just gonna do some groundwork, working up and down the rail.
Okay.
And basically teach him to go forward, stop. My basic controls, which is, again, go, stop, turn left and right, back up, and stand still, which is a big thing for him. So we'll work on that.
Okay.
The mouthy stuff will go away as we get into this.
Put him on it.
The other thing that's might happen, which I've seen before, is he'll get even worse and actually start to attack me a little bit. So if that happens, I'm going to ignore it at first. If I don't think that the ignoring is going to help that, then I'm going to go ahead and have to discipline for it.
That's fine.
And the discipline is swift and quick, and then it's forgotten.
Right.
There's no anger that's associated with it on my part. It's just, you did something wrong, and this is absolutely the wrong thing for you to do.
Yeah. And
don't ever try that ever again.
Yeah.
So, now, again, that's the last resort again for that. So,
I trust you.
Okay, good. Well, let me get working on Mai Tai here. Again, I'm gonna work down the wall, up and down, and go forward, stop.
Sounds good.
Stuff.
You behave.
So, I'm gonna work down here. I'm gonna walk down to the end of the arena. I'm gonna start basically working on Mai Tai, just to go forward cue. I'm gonna work at that on the girth line at first. Go to the left first because it's easier for me to deal with them. All right, go forward. All right. Something there that I just saw that he was very kind of unresponsive to the tapping. His head also went up. All right. That's also tells me basically that he has a flight, a confusion basically to that go forward cue. All right. His back is pretty nice and big steps. Wrong foot. Good boy. Now you said something about him having a problem clipping and putting his head up when you're putting a bridle on him and stuff too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this process here is going to help with that because basically we'll be putting pressure down on that lead rope, ask him to drop his head.
Great.
All right, as he's back in here. All right, good boy. One more step. Okay. Now, you said he's bolting, right? So
yes.
His stop's not that bad now, all right? But the process that we're going to go through is we're going to see as his flight responses get more, as that adrenaline and all the other chemicals that are produced in his body when that happens start to flood his body and say, get ready to leave because you're confused or because you're excited or because you're fearful of the trailer.
Yeah.
All these responses that he's seeing now that are fairly good are going to diminish quite a bit, and that's why he's bolting with you.
Very good.
One more step back. Good boy. Good boy. All right. And this is just telling me where he's at. You know, how much pressure do I need to use to do certain things. Good boy. Let's see what happens when you go around me, huh? Again, his go forward cue's kind of stale or not very good. All right, he should continually walk around me when I ask him to instead of stopping and me having to ask him to go again.
Okay.
All right, Jenny, I'm going to take Mai Tai up to the trailer, and I'm going to see what's going to happen there, okay? I'm fully expecting him to want to go away from the trailer, but if he doesn't, that's perfectly fine too, like I said before. If he does go away, I'm going to try to stop him and say, no, leaving this area is not the right choice anymore. The only choice you have is to simply walk up into the trailer.
Okay.
Okay. Now, a lot of times you'll see other trainers, I'm going to talk about this real quickly, taking their cue sticks and with whips and all sorts of stuff and trying to get the horse in that way, or taking people grasp hands and try to push the horse in from behind. All that's just way too dangerous. This is actually, to be honest with you, the most dangerous thing that I can do with a horse, because it's so unnatural for them. You know, we're saying to a 1,700-pound animal, get into a big metal box and allow me to basically force you in there. And they're naturally claustrophobic animals, because their natural instinct is to flight or to move away from pressure, and that equals a lot of pressure to Mai Tai. So we have to be kind of careful what we're doing there. Okay. So now I normally would wrap the lead rope around his neck like so. All right, I'm just gonna let it drape because I gotta have wrong foot. Okay, we're gonna start out basically out here and see how far we can get. All right, good boy. I'm just gonna kind of let him smell the trailer, sniff the trailer a little bit. If I see him starting to back up or move away from the trailer, I'm gonna say, no, go ahead, come forward again.
Stall Skins, the alternative to rubber mats. Celebrating 10 years of providing stall flooring solutions for the equine community. Contact us to find out why thousands of horse owners have switched to the simple one-piece water-permeable stall flooring system that pays for itself in less than 1 year. 800-400-3165 or www.stallskins.com.
Ryan Gingerich has over $75 in gifts and prizes for you. Sign up now. Ryan Gingerich, the behaviorist, has developed the Connection Club to keep in constant contact with you. Members get an exclusive Ryan Gingerich t-shirt, a monthly DVD, an emergency trail riding compass keychain, over $75 in gifts, plus unlimited access to the online answer zone where Ryan chats with you each month. Sign up now at ryangingerich.com.
Stay close. Okay, because being down here, I'm in line of for his back feet to go ahead and kick me when he turns like that. Okay, get off me. Boy, good boy. The other real bad thing about me being in here, and again, it's not something I would really like to do, but something that's out of necessity, is if the horse just did decide to go ahead and bolt at this point, I would be thrown to the ground and probably break my ankle, which is not a good idea either.